Welcome to this new episode of the Alex Show. Today's episode 400. Wow, 400 episode from February 17th of the year 2025. Today's Monday. And today's show is the power of not reacting. I'm going to just say something quickly about being this the 400th episode of the show. That's amazing. We're soon going to, probably about a year, reach 500 and that if I'm still here. That's what I always say when I say goodbye, if I'm still here. Because we don't know when we're going to leave this experience, this reality. Well, let's assume I'm still here in a year. It will be amazing to reach 500 shows. I'm probably going to do something special for that one. I'm going to invite my very good friend Tony from London and, have another celebration show. Every show I do with my very good friend Tony from London is a celebration. It's a nice just interaction between two friends. That's why, honestly, I always say it. I appreciate all my guests, but the best shows, if we can put a title to that, are certainly with my very good friend Tony from London. So having said all that, I'm sure he's gonna like this one. This is the stuff that Tony loves. The power of not reacting. This is such a simple subject. I always, and I have been saying a lot recently, that what you own inside you are your intentions, those are yours, and your reactions. Okay. We probably all have other stuff inside us, a relationship with the creator. Recently, I had a series of 4 shows on God, and probably around there in those 4 shows, and there was one especially, the version of God inside you is the right for you. But basically, whatever you believe our Father is, whatever, even the possibility of you being an atheist and saying, I don't believe there's a creator, that's perfect. That's right for you. The universe doesn't make any mistakes. That's the perfect image you need to have at this moment in time. We all change. And the channel was originally named Change is Near. Then I changed it to a very, one that was not very appreciative. Humanity wins, that I feel humanity is going to win in this change, this pure change we're experiencing. But Change is Near was trying to say in that name that change is always near, that the possibility of change, you can decide to change today. Okay. And the power of not reacting is part of that change you can embrace, because no matter the circumstances, the reactions are yours. Okay. I know it's very difficult if someone says, if they cut a nail off, if they cut a finger off, am I going to be able not to react? That's very difficult. There's a lot of pain involved. There's a lot of reactions. Your body is going to take over. Your mind is going to take over by saying, my God, someone is chopping up our fingers. And of course, you're going to shout, you're going to curse, you're going to become violent. That's why I always say, when an animal, you put it in a corner, when you really push its buttons, it's going to react, okay? And I believe we have the power of not reacting. And I think especially to all the negative things and all the design situations in this experience that are looking for our negative reaction, okay? There's a show coming that through that technology of HeyGen, an excellent site I found that can translate, or actually the voice in a high quality situation. I took 2 videos from the Spanish channel, which I was very fond of, with the Spanish support video, and I translated to HeyGen, so they're gonna come in the next few weeks. And they're very interesting because one of them is who controls this reality, and this concept of the egregor, okay, this kind of parasitic entity, energetic entity, that is looking to push our buttons and get a reaction. And what Isabella Green calls lush, and many others call lush, this energy that we release when we're, for example, suffering, okay? And you probably have heard about is how they, for example, this is very negative, I don't want to dwell into it, but for example, that when people suffer, when someone makes a lot of people suffer, especially children, there's a lot of this energy lush that these entities apparently feed from. They are like food for them. This is unfortunate, okay? So this episode is extremely important because that lush is given out through your reaction. So what happens when you don't react? You don't give them your energy. I know this is way easier said than done, way easier. because I understand, I've said it many times, I'm a father, I'm a husband, son, I'm a friend, I'm a brother, I'm a co-worker, I'm a participant, a willing participant of this reality. It's very difficult not to react to the daily pressures of this reality. It seems by design, really they want to push your buttons day out. That's why I have a different opinion on, for example, people out there in the streets called homeless. Some people say they have quit. Some people say they are lazy. Some people say whatever. They are just, some even call them criminals. Because how about maybe they just don't want to react anymore? They don't want to participate anymore in this reality. So that's why I remember one time someone was in a crusade trying to save people from the streets. And he told me, 2, 3 people have answered, I don't need anything. Just leave me alone. I don't want to react. Exactly. I'm here in a tent. I have my things. I have my books. Maybe they read, they don't read. They just are. They're, of course, surviving because they're still alive. Maybe they're dirty. Maybe they're, they're not very hygienic. Maybe they, I know that apparently through homeless populations, there are not a lot of diseases. So that's even strange. But what I see it is, I don't call them quitters. I call them, they just don't want to participate in this reality. They don't want to react anymore. So I don't think we need to go out there in the streets to do that. I think we can consciously try to work on our reactions to this reality, to the stressors to this reality, because they are there by design. Debt. I've talked about debt a few times, and I went into a very deep debt trap. And I'm not saying I'm clear. I'm just a little bit better than maybe last year, but I can understand all that. And I can understand when bills arrive and your salary is not enough, your salary or whatever you make from a business or something like that is not enough to cover that the financial pressures are awful. Other type of pressures, medical, health pressures, maybe not of you, but of a close family member, your parents, your children, that's awful as well. I mean, just spoke to a friend recently that said, hey, I'm not doing very well. I mean, you might see me fine, but, my father is not doing very well. And so we all have, there's this saying, we all have our crosses, like going back to Jesus Christ, we all have our crosses to process, okay? And the power of not reacting is such a beautiful thing, because if you work on it, I don't think you're going to perfect it to a point you're not going to react to any stressor, but it's going to minimize the effect of not being so reactive to the negative implications of this reality. Because we have a beautiful, beautiful, really incredible support video to watch. Let's watch it together, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this wonderful episode of The Power of Not Reacting.
The only spiritual life you truly need is one where you do not react. This is the essence of calmness, which is the greatest gift you can experience and the most powerful tool you can possess. In life, when you can master the art of remaining calm in any situation, you will be equipped to solve all problems. Remember this, when you are completely calm, there is no time for anything else, no space for karma, no room for illusions. Everything simply becomes null and void, fading into the background. If you can remain calm and detached from any situation or its outcome, including the uncertainties of what tomorrow may bring, then everything will be fine, and there is no reason to worry. The most important aspect of spiritual life is learning not to react. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or thoughts, but rather not allowing them to control you. It's about not attempting to change others or forcing a situation to unfold according to your will. Instead, it is about observing everything without judgment and practicing non-reaction. Live fully in the present moment. Do not dwell on past events or worry about future outcomes. This moment, this eternal now, is where peace resides. This is where everything is perfect and nothing needs to be changed. One of the biggest misconceptions in life is that we have to constantly strive to change or fix things. People travel the world seeking answers, trying to change themselves, others, or even their circumstances. But this external focus only leads to more frustration. Instead, you should learn to focus inward and avoid reacting to your own body or thoughts. When you stop reacting, you open the door to serenity. You begin to witness life rather than become immersed in it. Cultivate stillness in your mind. allowing your thoughts and emotions to flow without interference. A mind that is calm, like a still lake, can reflect the beauty of its surroundings, perfectly capturing everything around it. But a turbulent, agitated mind, much like a stormy lake, cannot reflect anything clearly. It's only when your mind is still that you are able to observe everything around you without becoming attached. By quieting your thoughts and feelings, you allow them to pass by like clouds in the sky, without trying to change them or make them disappear. You simply observe them without engaging. Don't try to manipulate your thoughts or resist your emotions. Just watch them come and go naturally. You may think that you have to fight against negative emotions like anger or doubt, but that is where you create more disturbance in your mind. The more you struggle with your feelings, the stronger they become. Instead of fighting your thoughts or emotions, practice simply observing them. Don't hold on to your anger. Don't react to your fear or doubt. Whatever you react to is a product of your mind. It is the mind that gets angry, the mind that holds grudges, the mind that desires control. It is only your mind that reacts in this way. If you can learn to master your mind, you will find that these emotions will no longer have any power over you. Where is the anger if you don't react? Where is the depression if you don't identify with it? And where are the reactions to the situations you face? They simply won't exist. The state of enlightenment is one of eternal peace, peace that is not dependent on any external condition or circumstance. Peace is the essence of consciousness itself. Consciousness is always peaceful, always happy, and is not affected by external conditions. The disturbances in your life are only the result of your mind's conditioning. These thoughts, these emotions, these struggles are created in your mind. So, do not try to alter external conditions in order to find peace. Don't waste your energy trying to change situations or manipulate outcomes. Every time you try to use your mind to change something externally, you inflate your ego, and that only creates more problems.
As I said, the video was going to be magnificent, and that's my opinion. I think it was great stuff. And yes, trying to fight negative emotions such as fear, rage, anger, envy, lust, violence, justice through violence. Basically what I mentioned on every last 2 minutes of every show, my outbound message that I hope you have seen it once. A few people have asked me, how can we support you? Do you take donations? Do you take help? No, thank you, I'm fine. Just one time, if you're a new subscriber, one time, stay for the last 2 minutes of the show. I understand if you have already watched it, I will stop the video, and I understand. And that the analytics actually sustain that the last 2 minutes are a heavy moment of stopping the video, because I believe many of you have already watched it once. And I haven't changed it for a long while, and I don't plan to change it anytime soon, because I'm not saying the version is perfect, but the message is what I really want to share. And it's relating to the power of not reacting. Is all of these emotions, they are just going to go away as you elect to look somewhere else. With my very good friend Tony from London, we discussed many times that we feel that this reality, they want us to look left because they really don't want us to look right. So I'm not saying we just go against the grain or just go against the system. What I'm trying to say is just follow your heart, and you're going to notice that rage, fear, envy, lust, violence, justice through violence, and all of that is not there. It's not in the heart. Everything is through the mind. We create those emotions. We create those reactions. We really do. And we think it's the right way to be pissed off, to be upset all the time. But when you start really living in peace, when you really, really, really just go to the basic, to the present moment, when you really just focus on the basis of life, breathing, you're going to notice that the right play is the power of not reacting. So, hope you enjoyed this short show. If everything is okay, I shall see you back on Friday. Please have a great week. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover your true self. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and to serve others. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover your true self? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to the universe. Simply ask, who am I? Where do I come from? What is my purpose? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about this reality start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering your true self equals to real freedom. Your self-imposed limits will fall and you will be ready to understand this reality, but you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will set up a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, lust, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only your egoic mind and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Thank you very much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@thealexshow.tv. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.thealexshow.tv. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.